Did you know that a young Brazilian boy named Diego Frazão Torquato, even while frail and deeply saddened by the loss of his teacher, played his violin at the teacher's funeral in a profoundly moving tribute? Hold on tight as I share the whole story of what actually happened. In the vibrant yet often harsh landscape of Parada de Lucas, a sprawling favela nestled in Brazil, the year 1997 marked the arrival of Diego Frazão Torquato. His entry into the world was quiet, overshadowed by the ever-present realities of poverty that clung to the narrow alleyways and the makeshift homes like a persistent shadow. The air itself seemed thick with the unspoken tensions of a community grappling with crime and the relentless spread of disease. Diego's early years were marked by fragility. At the tender age of 4, illness descended upon him with a brutal force. Meningitis and pneumonia, two formidable adversaries, laid siege to his small body, confining him to the sterile and often frightening environment of a hospital ward. He emerged from this battle, his life spared, but not without scars. A subtle cloudiness sometimes lingered in his mind, making the simple act of recalling memories a quiet, internal struggle. Yet, even amidst these early hardships, a delicate seed of hope began to sprout within Diego. It took the form of a sound, a melody that resonated deep within his young soul. He became captivated by the violin, its elegant shape and the hauntingly beautiful sounds it could produce. He dreamt of its voice carrying him far beyond the confines of the favela, across the vast expanse of the world he had only glimpsed in fleeting images and whispered stories. This dream became a precious secret, a fragile beacon in the often dim reality of his young life. Fate, in its intricate and sometimes unexpected way, intervened. A sanctuary of sorts emerged in Diego's world, Afro-Raggy. This was more than just an orchestra, it was a lifeline, a vibrant collective of young hearts and minds united by the power of music. It was the vision of a remarkable man named Evandro João Silva, who understood the vulnerabilities of the children growing up in the favelas. He saw the insidious pull of crime, the way it could so easily ensnare young lives, and he offered an alternative, a path illuminated by the rhythm and harmony of music. Afro-Raggy became a haven, a place where children could find their voices, not in the harsh language of the streets, but in the rich tapestry of melody and rhythm. For Diego, finding Afro-Raggy and its guiding force, Evandro, was akin to discovering an oasis in a desert. Evandro saw the fervent spark in Diego's eyes, the almost palpable yearning to learn the violin. He nurtured this nascent passion with unwavering patience and gentle encouragement. He showed Diego how to cradle the instrument, how to draw the bow with a steady hand, how to coax forth the very soul of the wooden strings.
Evandro became more than just a music teacher, he was a mentor, a confidant, a guiding light in Diego's young world. He spoke not only of musical notes and technicalities but also of the profound power of music to heal, to connect, to transcend the boundaries of language and circumstance. He instilled in Diego a sense of belonging, a belief that even a boy from the favelas could create beauty, could touch hearts, could make a difference. Under Evandro's tutelage, Diego's dream of the violin carrying him to far-off lands began to solidify, transforming from a distant fantasy into a tangible aspiration. Then, the unthinkable occurred. The vibrant pulse of Afro-Raggy faltered, struck by a devastating blow. The news spread through the community like a chilling wind. Evandro João Silva, the very heart and soul of their musical sanctuary, the man who had dedicated his life to shielding the youth from darkness, had fallen victim to the very violence he so fiercely fought against. He had been murdered in the bustling heart of Rio, a senseless act that reverberated through the favelas, leaving a gaping wound in the collective heart of the community. For Diego, the loss was immeasurable. Evandro was his hero, the man who had illuminated a path away from the shadows, who had seen potential in him when perhaps the world had only seen another child of the favela. The news struck him with a force that belied his small stature and his already fragile health. He was often unwell, his young body frequently battling some ailment. Yet, amidst his own pain and vulnerability, a powerful sense of duty arose within him. He felt an unshakable need to honor Evandro, to somehow give voice to the profound gratitude and the deep sorrow that welled up within him. On the day of Evandro's funeral, as the community gathered to mourn their fallen leader, their faces etched with a mixture of grief and disbelief, a small figure stood apart. It was Diego, his face pale and drawn, his young eyes reflecting a sorrow that seemed far too heavy for his tender years. Clutched tightly in his hands was his violin, the instrument that had formed such a deep and meaningful connection between him and the man they had lost. He stepped forward, a solitary figure amidst the collective mourning, and began to play. The music that flowed from his instrument that day was not a polished recital, not a melody of joy or celebration. Instead, it was a raw, unfiltered outpouring of emotion. Each note seemed to carry the weight of his grief, each phrase a whispered expression of gratitude for Evandro's unwavering belief in him. The melody was thick with the ache of loss, yet beneath it lay a powerful undercurrent of love and respect, a testament to the enduring bond they had shared. In that moment, Diego wasn't just a boy playing a violin, he was the embodiment of the transformative power of human connection, a living testament to the profound impact one life can have on another. Saving not with material wealth, but with the immeasurable gift of meaning and purpose. His music was a heart-wrenching eulogy, a poignant tribute that transcended the limitations of words. The image of young Diego, his small frame slightly stooped as he poured his heart and soul into the strings of his violin at his teacher's funeral, became an enduring symbol of hope and resilience. It captured the raw beauty of human emotion in the face of tragedy, the unwavering strength of the human spirit, and the profound and lasting impact of a life dedicated to uplifting others. However, the narrative, already tinged with profound sadness, held yet another sorrowful turn. Just a short time after this incredibly moving tribute, Diego's own fragile health began a rapid decline. He underwent surgery for appendicitis, a seemingly routine procedure that took a devastating turn when a severe infection took hold. His young body, already weakened by the insidious advance of leukemia, was unable to withstand the aggressive onslaught. In the year 2010, the music fell silent. At the tender age of 12, Diego Frazao Torquato's life, which had found such poignant expression through the violin, came to a heartbreaking end. The boy who had discovered solace and purpose in music, the boy who had honored his hero with a melody that resonated with the deepest of human emotions, was gone too soon. At Diego's own funeral, the atmosphere was thick with a profound sense of loss, a collective mourning for a life that held so much unrealized potential. Jose Jr., a respected voice within the community, articulated the sentiments of many when he spoke of Diego's legacy. "I think the legacy of Diego is hope," he said, his voice filled with a quiet strength. "It is the willingness to change, to transform." Diego's story, though marked by immense tragedy and loss, became a powerful testament to the resilience of the human spirit and the transformative power of hope. He became an enduring symbol for his community, a poignant reminder that even in the most challenging of circumstances, beauty can emerge, and the human spirit can find its voice. His unwavering passion for music, his quiet courage in the face of adversity, and his deeply moving tribute to his mentor resonated far beyond the confines of the favela, touching hearts and inspiring countless individuals. He was a boy who was born into hardship, who faced illness with remarkable strength, and who found his voice and his purpose in the elegant curves and resonant strings of a violin. Though his life was tragically short, Diego Frazao Torquato left behind a legacy that continues to echo, a melody of hope that inspires resilience, a testament to the profound and lasting impact that even the briefest of lives, lived with passion and heart, can have on the world. His story serves as a poignant reminder that even when the final note fades, the music of a life well lived can continue to resonate in the hearts and minds of those who remain.